What even was that? I mean, last night on Dynamite, live at Daly's place, Jack Perry was reinstated back into All Elite Wrestling by CEO and General Manager and owner Tony Khan. We get that, right? We get that. We got that handshake right before what happened. So that basically means Jack Perry is now officially back in AEW, back into the fold. He is officially back on the active All Elite Wrestling roster. What transpired next is something that, hell, I would have expected. Everybody would have expected. Because it is basically Wrestling 101 for heels. It is basically Wrestling 101 for quote-unquote babyface authority figures like a Tony Khan. So Jack Perry punches his boss in the gut. And I'm not even going to talk about the sell on that because, yes, it was terrible. But, hey, you wanna go all the way back, go back to late 1997 to when Vince McMahon first took the stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin. It wasn't pretty. It took him time. All right. With that said, he gets punched in the gut. Tony Khan drops again. His late reaction, him grabbing the stomach down on the ring canvas. That's completely on Tony Khan. That's you gotta point that out. Out come the Young Bucks, the EVPs, and the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada. And an obvious swerve kind of way. They try to talk some sense into their boy, Jack Perry, the man that helped them become brand new World Tag Team Champions at Dynasty. And obviously they go back and forth. It seems they did get me, and I might not be the only one. They did get me on the fact that they might try and do the EVP trigger on Tony Khan. That wasn't the case. They did the EVP driver on him. And, well, pretty much the segment ended right then and there. The new elite back on top. Tony Khan laid out. Officials coming out to check on their boss. And just disbelief in the eyes of the fans in that Daily's place and in the officials as well. Now, with that said, what comes now? What comes next? Again, this is an angle that is Wrestling 101. It's been done before. It will continue to be executed years, decades in the future. It just works. As long as you play your cards right, as long as everything falls into place. So where is this angle going now? And in my mind, there's only two roads that this angle can go for immediate, not conclusion, but immediate in-ring action. Let's put it that way. We got Double or Nothing coming up. And what usually happens at Double or Nothing is the Stadium Stampede. It might be a possibility. The other possibility is Blood and Guts. The New Elite already have their 4 men. We need to find 4 guys, maybe 5 guys, maybe a 5th guy joins the New Elite that actually cares about Tony Khan, that actually cares about AEW. Should be hard to find. They've been rah-rahing that for their entire existence, and we need to get that going. But is there excitement from the broader major fan base out there in terms of this angle, in terms of this happening? And again, I said it here before. Tony Khan needed to become an on-screen character, and if this is going to lead him to return weeks, months down the line as a heel authority figure, which is what we need because people cannot sympathize with Tony Khan, and so be it. This is a necessary option. But I do not want him to be I do not want Tony Khan to be this Dixie Carter type of authority figure that we had in TNA back in the day until she turned heel, which is what fans wanted. Fans wanted to hate her on TV. The same thing with Tony Khan. We do not need babyface Tony Khan. That doesn't work. That's never worked. Well, it worked the first year, 2 years of AEW's existence. Okay, I digress. But again, this angle, Wrestling 101, I'm just excited that Kenny Omega's coming back next week. Kenny Omega has a lot of history with every single member of the New Elite, except for Jack Perry, of course. The Young Bucks unceremoniously fired him when they first returned a few months ago. They also fired Hangman Page. And, well, Omega, Okada, one-on-one for the title, for no title, in AEW. Come on. Who doesn't want to see that? Who doesn't want to watch that kind of match? And again, Kenny Omega also has history and has beef with Chris Jericho, who is now involved with Hook in the FTW Paper Championship. So it'll be interesting to see how they maneuver around Kenny Omega's former stories and tie him into all these brand new stories that AEW is trying to tie together since them releasing that horrible, unfortunate footage from All In Wembley. But hey, those are my thoughts. Again, it in my opinion, the New Elite attacking Tony Khan served its purpose. Hopefully, they're able to bring it to conclusion down the line in a very entertaining manner, which is their ultimate goal. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. So with that said, what are your thoughts? What did you think of the New Elite attacking Tony Khan? Did it make sense? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Do you think they should have gone a different way? And again, we haven't really heard much of Jack Perry to really notice where he's going as far as his career in AEW is concerned. So with that said, leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.